Before the world knew his fists, it noticed his voice. Muhammad Ali's confidence did not arrive quietly. It announced itself. Long before championship belts and global fame, there was a boy in Louisville, Kentucky, who refused to shrink. His name was Cassius Marcellus Clay, Jr., and from an early age, he spoke as if the world was already listening. He didn't whisper dreams, he declared them. Ali grew up in a segregated America, where opportunity was limited and fear was common. His neighborhood was modest, his future uncertain, but his belief in himself was unusually loud. Even as a child, he carried a sense of destiny that felt almost reckless. The moment that changed everything came unexpectedly. His bicycle was stolen. Angry and determined, young Cassius reported it to a police officer, Joe Martin, and declared he wanted to beat up the thief. Martin listened. Then he suggested something simple. Learn how to fight first. That suggestion became a turning point. Boxing entered his life not as violence, but as discipline, structure, direction. The gym became a place of focus, of movement, of identity. Cassius wasn't immediately dominant. He was awkward at first, thin, unpolished, but he was fast, curious, hungry, and confident even when he shouldn't have been. He talked constantly, to opponents, to reporters, to himself. He predicted victories that hadn't happened yet. He spoke about greatness as if it were inevitable. Many laughed, some were annoyed, few took him seriously. But confidence has a way of growing louder when it's questioned. Cassius trained relentlessly. He absorbed technique quickly. His footwork became fluid, his punches sharp, his style unconventional. He didn't fight like others. He danced, he moved, he avoided damage instead of absorbing it. This difference made him stand out. It also made him controversial. Coaches warned him to be more traditional, to keep his guard up, to stop talking. Cassius listened and ignored them. He believed his instincts more than expectations. That belief was his foundation. At just 18, he qualified for the 1960 Olympic Games. Few expected much. He was talented, yes, but still young, still raw, still loud. But inside the ring, he proved something important. Confidence could be weaponized. Cassius Clay won the gold medal in Rome. Not quietly, not modestly. He celebrated. He spoke boldly. He returned home, not just as a boxer, but as a personality. The gold medal didn't change his voice. It amplified it. Back in the United States, he turned professional, and the talking intensified. He rhymed insults, predicted rounds, mocked opponents. The media didn't know what to do with him. He didn't fit the mold. He wasn't humble. He wasn't silent. He wasn't grateful in the way people expected, but he was unforgettable. His confidence wasn't arrogance for its own sake. It was armor. Growing up black in America taught him that visibility could be dangerous. Speaking loudly was a way to control the narrative before others could define him. He refused to be minimized. Confidence became his identity. He announced his worth before anyone else could deny it. He claimed space in rooms that weren't built for him. Every bold statement was a challenge, not just to opponents, but to a system that expected obedience. And yet, doubt surrounded him. Critics called him undisciplined, reckless, immature. They focused on his mouth instead of his movement, his words instead of his skill. But Ali understood something most didn't. If you control attention, you control power. Every prediction forced people to watch. Every rhyme built anticipation. Confidence wasn't just personal belief, it was strategy. Inside, however, that confidence required maintenance. Training was brutal. Loss was always possible. One mistake could shatter the image. That pressure was real, but Ali never showed it. Vulnerability did not fit the persona, so he doubled down. I am the greatest. At first, it sounded ridiculous. then repetitive, then prophetic. What made his confidence different was consistency. He spoke greatness and worked toward it daily. He trained harder than his critics. He studied opponents. He visualized victories. His belief was not empty. It was reinforced by action. Confidence became self-fulfilling. By the early 1960s, Cassius Clay was no longer just a promising fighter. He was a rising force, a challenge to tradition, a disruption. The boxing world watched with skepticism and fascination. Something was coming. His confidence wasn't just about winning fights. It was evolving into something larger, something political, something personal, something that would soon shake sports, media, and society itself. But for now, it was still early. A young man with fast hands, a faster mouth, and a belief so strong it made people uncomfortable. They laughed at him, they doubted him, they underestimated him, and that was exactly how he wanted it. Because confidence, when paired with ability, becomes dangerous, and Cassius Clay was just getting started. The world hadn't met Muhammad Ali yet, but it was about to.